What's a poet without words?
You begin to see things with a new perspective.
That's a question USU lecturer Shannon Ballum, Logan's Poet Laureate, faced 2 years ago.
Nobody understands what it is like to have a stroke. Knees buckling and the crash to the bathroom floor.
She'd had an ischemic stroke.
I managed to call to my husband for help, and that was the last thing I said for 3 days.
Something her husband Brock,
As a couple, we were comfortable with silence.
processed in part with poetry.
You were the same, you just didn't talk. You were you behind a glass wall.
I didn't have anything to say. My mind was just blank. The oxygen deprivation blossomed in the brain. It was almost beautiful if it hadn't been my brain.
What if, they worried, her language was gone for good?
What is a poet without a voice?
But on the third day at the hospital,
You turned the television on, muted.
she spoke 5 magic words.
It's let's make a deal, you said, expressionless.
I can't do stairs or go uphill or downhill.
And she wrote again
I've lost my beautiful penmanship.
about a long, slow slog back to baseline.
And so I had to relearn how to do everything. And it was really hard.
Mute was lifted from your tongue, but silence wasn't vanquished. It hung out on the millions of blood-starved brain cells.
I claw my way through the cobwebs of aphasia, dull and empty, my brain, snow on the crabapple branches again. I am radiant with patience. I will not break. We would play word games, come up with all the words that rhyme with cone.
You talked your way back to verbal health.
Okay, this one's called Why.
Her poetry friends became her support group.
Take care of me until
I think this group has been really good for her. Just to hear other people read their poetry and give critiques kind of maybe taught her how to do it again.
I just had a drive to write poetry because I wanted to share my experience with the world.
Much has been written about the medical benefits of writing and journaling. Perhaps when the poet lost her words, it was the language itself that helped her get back on her feet and writing again.